The first filter we're going over in today's Snipe filter video is the 100 overall cheapest filter. For this, you just want to put your color to 100 overall, raise your maximum buyout up till you find the cheapest hundreds on your console, which on PlayStation they're selling for about 21 to 22,000 MT. What you want to do is scroll on the cheapest 100 because there's a lot more hundreds that sell for much more MT than 21,000. So you want to scroll with the cheapest one up. So I typically will deal with a 2 scroll. If it's too much more than that, like there's 3 up for 20,000, just go ahead and put your maximum buyout 50 MT cheaper than the cheapest one, so you're on a no scroll. You want to go ahead and snipe any of the more expensive hundreds, which there's a ton of them in the 30, 40, 50k range. If that's too much, if you're not familiar with your market, you can grab any of the expensive cards that sell for over 100k, like LeBron, Wemby, Giannis, Kevin Durant. Any of those pop up, man, buy them on the scroll you're working. You got several others, Lauri Markkanen. There's so many other hundreds that you can pick up, and that makes this filter so much better. If you do know the cards that sell for 40k, 50k, any of those pop up, buy them. You're looking for any 100 if it pops up for under 15,000 MT. So any of these cheap ones, which with the season 8 super packs, there's a ton of cheap ones, guys, more than usual, so be careful with that. If it's a card that dropped in season 8 and it's 100, one of these cheap ones, because there are some that are much more expensive, but typically if it's a season 8 card, you want to grab it for 15k and below, or about 6,000 MT cheaper than the price that you can sell it for. This is one of my favorite filters lately. It's pretty much always able to get snipes on. It's even better when we got super packs, as long as people are ripping them, man. So spend some time on this filter. Hopefully you guys snipe something crazy. The next filter we're going to go over is the dark matter cheapest filter. For this, you just want to put your color to dark matter. You're going to put your maximum buyout up to the cheapest dark matters. I do recommend you scroll on this filter as well, because a lot of the dark matters also sell for 15, 20,000 MT. Know your market on that. I personally don't even know the market that well, but it is what it is. Pretty much any big names, Michael Beasley, LeBron, Shea, those type of dealios, if they pop up, they're going to be profit, as well as the older cards from the earlier dark matters, all-star and such, are all more expensive as well. So grab those if they pop up on the scroll you're working, and you're looking to grab any other dark matter for about 3k and below, maybe 3,200. Right now cards should be popping up dark matters for really cheap, man. It's guaranteed. If you're ripping these super packs, you at least get a dark matter. It's 100% odds to pull a dark matter, which means they're probably being posted on auctions very frequently, which should make this filter pretty darn good today. Again, as long as people are actually spending the money and ripping these packs, man. So seems that they are. Spend some time in here, snag any dark matter for 3k and below. If it's an older dark matter or a big name, pick it up on the scroll that you're working. The next filter we're going to go over is the gold Pacers filter. We haven't talked about this in a while, but it is still a thing. Don't really know why, so don't ask me. But for this filter, you want to put your color to gold, put your team to the Pacers, and you're going to scroll your buyout up until you find the cheapest Pacer on your console, cheapest gold Pacer. PlayStation, they're selling for around 3,000 MT. Guys, I would scroll, it doesn't really matter, low-key. Just put your maximum buyout down a lot. I would say 1,500 cheaper than the cheapest one, about half price, because what I would do when I snipe these is I'll throw them up for extra cheap, like 2,950 is typically the price range that I put gold Pacers up for, just so they sell a little bit quicker. Obviously we saw that one just sell for 3,250. They do sell for these pricing, guys, so snag any of these Pacers that pop up for below 1,500, which maybe even 2k. They're all the way up to 4k now, but monitor that. I just saw that one sell for 3,250. I think around 3k is the safe price point that they are going to sell. This one's been up for 2 hours, but they're gold cards that typically sell for 700 to 1,000 MT, which means they're going to pop up for really cheap a lot of the time, man. Really good option. Spend some time on here. The next filter we're going to go over is the 500 filter. For this, no color, no theme, no nothing. Just put your maximum buyout to 500 and refresh, man. Every card in the game is technically break even or profit if you snipe it for 500 and below, which isn't possible. You can sell every card for 550, which after tax means you would get 500 MT back, so you'd break even. I recommend you snipe anything that pops up and either quick sell the emeralds and the cheap golds, or just post them up for 550 and break even on them. What you're looking for on this is all the people that pull a ton of dark matters from ripping these packs and just throw them all up for 500, which happens a lot. I've seen a lot of goat and crazy snipes pop up for 500 MT. So this is what you're looking for on this filter. And then is to avoid hesitation, just grab anything that pops up, man. Really good option on super pack days, so spend some time on this as well. The next filter that we're gonna go over is the 100 overall central division filter. For this, you want to put your color to 100 overall, put your division to central, and you're gonna find the cheapest Isaiah Thomas on your console. Selling for around 29-30,000 MT are the cheapest cards on this scroll, which is pretty much just Isaiah Thomas. So if anybody else pops up while you're scrolling on this, you gotta scroll on this filter. If anyone else pops up for any price point on the scroll you're working around 30,000, they are a pickup, so buy them as quick as possible. You got quite a few much more expensive hundreds on here, and then a few in the like 50-60k range. Really good filter, man. I really like this one, especially since the 100 cheapest pricing is 20,000 MT right now. Really high room for profit. Even if you grab Isaiah Thomas for 20k, you're still making 4,000 MT profit per snipe. Spend some time on here. People only look at what the cheapest price is of a card tier and then usually throw their card up for that price, regardless of if it sells like Joakim Noah for 60k or Michael Jordan for over 100k. The next filter we're going to go over is the 100 overall champions filter. For this, you want to put your color to 100 overall, put your theme to champions, and right now on PlayStation at least, usually Xbox has fewer cards, so it should work on Xbox as well. You just need to put your minimum buyout to 500 and low-key just scroll through the Tony Parkers, man. You could scroll to just the 4-hour mark if you wanted, because typically that's where snipes pop up 80% of the time, but 3 extra scrolls just to make sure there's nothing sitting there to the end of the filter is what I would recommend personally. Looking for any other card that's not named Tony Parker, man. You've got Giannis, Kevin Durant. Is LeBron on here too? I don't even remember. Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Giannis. That is correct, man. All of these hundreds sell for profit. I know they're not season 8 cards, which, you know, stinks, but it's still a good filter. And the fact that Tony Parker is so rare and we can work it at a min buyout 500 makes this filter absolutely amazing. If Tony Parker pops up for 100 overall cheapest pricing, obviously buy it, sell it for 37,000 MT, and you're making profit there as well. So really good option. Spend some time on here if you're feeling like sniping a little bit of high-end cards, man. The next filter we're going over is the 500 max bid 100k filter. For this, no color, no theme, no nothing. Just put your maximum bid to 500, put your minimum buyout to 100k, and refresh, man. You're looking for any card that sells for over 120,000 MT, which means any GOAT card. Most the Invincible cards right now, there are some to watch out for or be mindful of, so obviously pay attention to that. Gary Payton, Kyle Kuzma, all of those type Delios, Manu, they're all a little bit risky, a little bit low, so monitor the price of the Invincibles. But pretty much any GOAT, most of the Invincibles, a few hundreds like the Giannis's, the LeBrons, the Kevin Durant's, Big Z, lots of options, man. Basically, just if a card pops up that sells for over 120k, you want to buy it, let it pend, and throw it up for 100k bid and see how much it sells for. Really good option, man. Hopefully some of these will be popping up, some GOAT cards, some Invincibles, and we'll stack up some profit today. The next filter we're going over is the Invincible filter. For this, you want to put your color to Invincible, put your minimum buyout to 500, and refresh, man. Somehow there's still no buyout Invincibles, man. There are a few to watch out for, like I just said in the last filter, so be cautious of them. Anybody expensive pops up, Zach Edey, Wembanyama, LeBron. I mean, there's just so many Invincibles that are profit, man. T-Mac, Chris Bosch, I think, is on here in his profit. That's not the one I'm trying to remember, but it's all good. So many options. If they pop up, buy them as quick as possible, man, and sell them for 100k bid. Obviously, any of the other Invincibles for 80k and below, any of the cheap ones are still profit. You can buy them, throw them up for a bid and just see if you get lucky, or throw them up for 100k, buy out and make 5k profit that way. And the last filter we're going over is the GOAT filter. For this, you want to put your color to GOAT, put your minimum buyout to 500 and refresh. Obviously, every card on here is profit, man. Snipe them if they pop up. Don't hold them for too long with any of these cards today, man. We should be getting the end of game packs with the Invincibles and GOAT cards coming out on Friday. So make sure if you snipe anything, you sell it pretty close to right away, man, because prices should start dropping right before those packs come out, and then even more when the packs drop. So be cautious of that going forward, guys. But right now, every single GOAT is a snipe, man. Work this, snipe anything that pops up and throw it up and see how much MT you get. That's it for the filters, man. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, smash the like button for me. I would appreciate it. If you guys want to see the best snipes you guys got last week, click the video that's popping up on screen. Jay Grinds out.